call that is destined to change the trajectory of your finances. But let me not do any, let me not waste any more time, but I want to introduce to you one of the top earners of this company. He knows 100% of the facts. He's having a whole lot of fun, helping a whole lot of people. He is your friend. He is my friend and my mentor. Please give it up. Don't rob the opportunity. Please give it up for none other than District Director, none other than Chuck Hollywood Hardon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Awesome, awesome, man. Thank you for that awesome introduction. Thank you oh so much. And I love the way how you got your camera set up strategically. You almost look like Batman because it's covered up like the top side of your head. You got the Batman look.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. High tech, low check. I mean,
There we go. So look, man, before I let him get away, man, let me definitely give it back up to Mr. Anthony Clemens. Not only is this gentleman already earned one of our executive positions, he's helped a lot of people create success in what we do and position to continue to build his organization all across the country. So thank you so much for hosting the call for us this evening, sir. We really appreciate all that you do and looking forward to continuing to build business with you, sir.
Absolutely, sir.
Fantastic, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and jump right into this information, you guys, because someone invited you to the line because they said, look, I found a way to put us in a better financial place. And our conversation today is going to be all about that. And I want to let you know I'm speaking to you from a position of strength because it wasn't that long ago people weren't inviting me to talk to anybody about money. Right? Because I've done all the things I was supposed to do. I've done a traditional way of, what we created or we thought of creating success in our country. I went to school, I got good grades, went to college, got more good grades so I could get that good job. Right? And we were told if you work that good job really, really hard, you grow wealthy and successful. Well, I did that. And still find myself living check to check, and even some months living check behind the check. So what I quickly realized, I just needed some better information. So God blessed me and put me in position not only to put me in the right industry, but more importantly, put me around the right people. People that can really show me and teach me how to create the level of financial success that I'm looking for me and my family. So we're about to have the exact same conversation, but I need y'all to do me a favor as we go through this conversation. Don't judge me, okay? Don't judge the way I dress. Don't judge the country way I talk. I'm from Georgia. We got a southern twang down here. Okay, but more importantly, judge the information and ask yourself 3 questions. Number 1, does this make sense? Does this conversation make sense in the kind of economy that we're living in right now? Number 2, do we have a solution that anybody can use? And number 3, can you do it? If you can answer yes to all 3 of those questions, not only are we going to make a lot of money together, we're going to bless a whole lot of people and have a whole lot of fun. So that sounds like a win-win situation for me. Give me a thumbs up. Let me see just so I know y'all can hear me. Right? Oh, and for all of you guys that are not on camera, there's a way for you to participate in the conversation because I do ask a lot of questions because I do want to be sure we're on the same page, but I also want to be sure you guys can hear me because we're using technology in order to communicate, and I'm what you call low tech, high check. Like making money, not very good at technology. Right? So if you guys could just hear me, okay, give me a thumbs up. Let me see. There we go. Okay. So what we're going to do is have a little education to go along with it. And this is the one thing I know about education, getting knowledge, because a lot of people say knowledge is power, and that's not necessarily true. Applied knowledge is power. So not only are we going to give you the information, we're going to give you a system to help you implement it, okay? So I'm going to share my screen with you guys so we can get this thing rocking and rolling, because this is where we are in our country right now. Right? There is a great divide in our country. I'm not sure the ages of everyone is checking in on the line, but when I was growing up, there were 3 separate classes. You had the upper class, you had the lower class, and then you had the middle class. And the middle class was the biggest portion of our society, was the middle class. But we can all admit that over the years, that the middle class has shrunken more and more and more. Who can agree that, right? That the middle class is shrunken, and it's not necessarily because we don't work real hard. It's not necessarily because we don't have a desire to win. It's not necessarily because we don't want to be financially successful. There's an information gap that changes, that the millionaires and the billionaires have that we don't, okay? So this is what we have to understand. Number one, we have to understand that there is a money game being played. A lot of people don't even want to admit that a game is happening. So you got to admit that there's a game being played. The second thing you have to do is you have to learn the rules to the game. And the third thing is that you have to have a strategy on how to win the game. And I don't care what game you're playing, right? You got to have a strategy to win, whether you're playing Uno, whether you're playing basketball, whether you're playing spades. You got to have a strategy on how you're going to win the game. Dominoes, I'm not sure what, I know we're talking all parts of the country. It's different games, all parts. We play spades down here in the South. I'm going to let you know. We spade players down here, right? So this is what we have to understand is that our country is run by the tax codes. It's not just the fact that you make money in our country. What's also important is how you make money. How you make money is so important because we do have employees, and a lot of us on the line, including myself, are employees. Maybe we work for someone. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with earning income, having a passion and desire for what you do. But we have to understand that business owners are taxed differently and they get different tax breaks. They're incentivized differently. And the concept that we have to all understand is that because we're in our country, you don't have to choose one or the other. You can do both. You can be an employee and be a business owner. Because right now, a lot of people are excited. This past weekend, a lot of people got those stimulus checks. You know, them checks hit the account. Who can agree that some people got a little excited about that little check coming in, right? I ain't seen no parts of no stimulus. I ain't seen no stimulus, not a bit, right? But I'm not complaining, right? I'm not complaining at all, right? But we understand that business owners have been getting things a little bit better than tax breaks because the stimulus check is only between $600 to $2,000, where business owners are getting loans and grants into the millions, the hundreds of thousands of dollars. And they call them loans, but most of them are what they call forgivable, meaning they don't have to pay them back. They just want to keep their business moving, right? If you're an employee, you do want to set yourself up for retirement. You know, an IRA is a great way to do that. But just as an employee, you're limited to how much you can put in. $6,000, $7,000, where a business owner can double that, right? Even when we pay our taxes, this is the huge one, you guys, that we're going to give you a strategy to overcome. Even you're taxed differently, whether you're a business owner or whether you are an employee. An employee is taxed anywhere from 28 to 33%. So that's about 30% of your money goes to taxes off the rip. That's why when you look at your paycheck, you see the gross amount and you see the net amount. Then you get grossed out by the net because they done took so much of your money. Who's familiar with that, right? Who got that realization on your first job when you was like, man, hold on, who the hell is FICA, right? Who is local? I need to talk to all these people. I don't know none of these people, right? That was my first job. I was mad all day, okay? But understand that that's how the tax codes work. And they get paid before you do. That's why I saw your check that way. But as business owners, they get taxed differently, anywhere from 18% to 23%. So let's just say we know a person earns $100,000 a year. That means that person, if they have a job, pays over $33,000 in taxes. But a business owner that earns $100,000 a year only pays $20,000. $1,000 a month less. Now, who can agree that's a big difference? They can make a big difference in your household, right? But that's not the only challenge that we have to overcome when it comes to creating that financial success. That's just one of the roadblocks. The second roadblock that we have to overcome is debt. Yeah, in our country, debt has became somewhat deemed okay to be in debt. Because think about all the things that we want in life that we go out and buy. If you want a house, but you don't have the money, they say, don't worry about it, get a loan. Everybody got a loan, right? If you want to buy a car, but you don't have the money, they say, don't worry about it, get a loan. If you want to go to college and you cannot afford that education, they say, don't worry about it, get a loan. Everybody got a student loan. If you want those shoes and you can't afford it, they say, don't worry about it, put on a credit card, pay it off when you get paid, right? So they taught us the pay it off later mentality so much that we're not buried in debt, but you barely keeping your head above water. So part of our program is to show you not just how to minimize your debt, we're going to show you how to 100% eliminate your debt, all right? Challenge number 3 is big business. And all that is, it's just bad programming. because we're programmed at a very early age to go out and spend money, right? Companies spend millions of dollars on marketing, on advertising to figure out how to get more of your money out of your pocket. So, and let's just think about this, right? Because right now we're in the month of March, right? In the month of March, you got to do a little celebrate with spring break because kids got a little extra break. Now, in the month of April, we're going to celebrate Easter. In the month of May, we celebrate Mother's Day. June, we celebrate Father's Day. July, we celebrate 4th of July. August, we got back to school. September, we got Labor Day. October, we got Halloween. An entire industry built on one day. In November, the actual holiday is Thanksgiving, which is my favorite holiday because it's all about being grateful and thankful for what you have. The corporate America created Black Friday. Corporate America created Brown Thursday, Cyber Monday, Tech Tuesday. Next year, they're going to have What You Want Wednesday. They're going to have you spend money all week, right? In December, we got Christmas. January, we got New Year's. February, got Valentine's Day. Then we land right back here in March. Every single month. And that doesn't include birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, all the ways that we celebrate people. Now, to be transparent, I see nothing wrong with celebrating. I love having a good time. But what I don't think is that we need to go into debt to show someone that we love them or that we are proud of them. Because if you're in a place where you're already living check to check or close to it, how do you pay for all that stuff? See, that goes right back onto the credit card. So we're stuck in that vicious cycle. Then the last challenge was one that we have to overcome is inflation. This is the silent income killer, right? Inflation is one that we cannot control. And this is what we have to understand. In our country, business owners dictate the price of goods and services. So they can go up on their price whenever they choose to. We have to be in position to go up on our income the exact same way. But the challenge is most people are not 100% in control of their income. So tonight we're going to show you a program that's going to help increase your cash flow. It's going to help you increase your income, not just to match inflation. We're going to teach you how to outpace inflation. All right. So we got something already set in place, something that you can plug into. And we work, and it's not something that I created, not something that I made up. We partnered up with the company called MWR Financial and the Extra Digit Movement. And all the Extra Digit Movement is, it's a group of professionals of all different walks of life, all different parts of the country, all different backgrounds, all different occupations. But the one thing very common amongst everyone in the Extra Digit Movement is that we have one very common objective. At the end of the day, we all want to be successful financially, right? If that's you, at the end of the day, you want to be successful financially, give me the thumbs up, right? That means we know we were put here to do more than just work, pay bills, and die. there's a plan for us to be here, but what we've done is got caught up in just trying to survive, just trying to pay the bills, that we forgot about the effort of trying to thrive and to just live, right? So the Extra Digit Movement has a track record already of creating success with this program because collectively we have over 100 years of experience. We've created the most success stories in this company in only 1 year. 1 year. We've helped people increase their cash flow. We've helped them decrease their debt and create investment income. And credit restoration is part of the process. Okay. So this is what we do with Extra Digit Movement and MWR. We do three simple things, right? You got to understand that in our economy, we live in a different kind of economy right now. Let me look at you guys real quick. Who can agree that our economy is different than it was 1 year ago? Who can agree that COVID changed everything, right?
Yeah.
Who can also agree that before then, our economy was different 10 years before that? It was different 20 years before that, right? Every year there's a shift, there's a change. And because we live in a different kind of economy, you have to have different ways of thinking, different ways of growing, and different ways of earning. You can't think the strategies that we used 40 years ago can still apply in the economy that we live in right now. So let's just do a quick timeline check so you can see the difference of what's happening, right? Because back in the 1920s, I'm sure all of you guys, whatever city you're in, your city has a main street. Whose city got a main street in it right now? Give me the thumbs up, right? You know, Main Street, now it's a little bit different, right? They're trying to revitalize the community and everything, but Main Street used to be where all the small businesses happen, okay? Then 20 years later, we had the industrial area where companies like Ford, companies like Chrysler, GM, where they had the big assembly lines, right? Then 10 years later, you had the corporate era, where now that we have the product, now we have to have ways of selling the product, right? So we have people that learn marketing, people that learn advertising, people that learn accounting, okay? 10 years after that, we got the computer era, where computer and technology replaced people's jobs. Because back in the day, you used to have a company that had an accounting department and it was like 30 or 40 people. Now that same company is run by 3. Who understands the technology really, it can help you, but it can hurt you if you don't know how to keep up with it. Who can agree to that, right? Absolutely. Now, of course, in 2020, we had the .com era. See, this era was huge because all of us can relate to this now because we are living through it, right? Well, we're now living in a global kind of economy. So I can buy a product I'm living in Atlanta, Georgia right now. I can buy a product in North Carolina and I can buy the exact same product in China. And I can still get both of them the same week. You know what I'm talking about, right? Get both of them the same week. We live in a global kind of economy. But after COVID has made that next shift. And we want to educate you guys and teach you the shift at the beginning. Most of the time we find out about the shift 10 years later, right? We find about the .com 10 years later, right? But now we know and we can see the trend. Now we live in the home-based business arena because now corporate America has figured out that people can work from home. Who can agree that your job, if you're blessed enough to be able to keep your job, that people working at home, they figured out how to get you to still be productive at home right now, right? So now we have to understand that you can be a business at home and take advantage of all of the benefits of having a business. So what we're going to talk about is situations not to replace your job. We're going to do something you can actually add on to your job if you choose to. So this is what the COVID era has done for us. It allows you to be the solution to the problem because having a home-based business takes care of 2 of the 4 roadblocks that we already just talked about. 1, it helps you become, there are tax advantages to having a home-based business. You get to write off things that you're doing right now anyway. Let me do a quick vision check right now. Because I have a home-based business, a portion of your home is now tax deductible. That means a portion of your light bill. Matter of fact, on the line, who on the line pays rent or mortgage right now? Give me a thumbs up, right? Who on the line right now pays a light bill? Give me a thumbs up. Water bill, gas bill, trash bill. Okay, what do you guys live in a hut? Y'all don't pay these bills? Is it all inclusive where you live? My goodness. Right? We all pay these bills anyway. But as soon as you start your home-based business, a portion of all those bills now become tax deductible. Miles you drive in your car, even money you pay your kids can be tax deductible. The only thing the government requires is that you do it the right way, and we're going to teach you how to do that, and that you track it. And you get an app that you download to your phone to track all your expenses for you called TaxBot, right? The TaxBot app, I'm actually going to show you guys my TaxBot. I hope this thing will pop up right. Right, this is my TaxBot, right? I'm just 3 months in and I'm already $2,600 in tax deductions from doing things like taking my daughters to dinner, from doing things like paying my cell phone bill, right? We're going to teach you guys how to do that because the government rewards you for being a business owner, all right? Another great thing about that is because that's going to help you be tax efficient, but it's also going to help you keep up with inflation because now you have an opportunity to make additional income above and beyond what you get from your job right now. You get to make more money, right? So this is what our business is all about. It's all about teaching people how to save their money, how to make more money, and how to grow their money. I need you guys to write that down. We have a program to teach you how to save money, how to make money, and how to grow money. When it comes to saving money, it's not just putting an extra $10 in your savings account every week. No, we're going to help you increase your cash flow 3 different ways. We're going to help you minimize your taxes. That's more money coming back in. We're going to help you minimize your debt, and we're going to help you minimize expenses. And Making Wealth Real has a Financial Edge membership that walks you through that. The Financial Edge Makeover does all of that. So let's talk about saving money, all right? this is how we do it. We're going to minimize taxes, minimize debt, minimize expenses. So what I'm going to do is give you very quickly overview of what the membership does. And I'm going to let some of my business partners be able to give you some testimonies on what it's been able to do for them in the 1 year that we've been working with the company. Because I know someone is thinking, well, Mr. Hardon, how do we minimize taxes? Everybody got to pay taxes, and you are correct. But what most people are doing are overpaying taxes. I mean, they're paying too much every single month, right? So we work with once you get your membership, you have a group of experts that you have unlimited access to certified financial planners, unlimited access to CPAs, to people that are certified with the IRS to help you become tax efficient. As a matter of fact, one of the strategies they're going to teach you is how to properly adjust your W-4. Now, I know you guys might not be familiar with your W-4. You're probably more familiar with your W-2 because you get one every year. But if you receive a W-2, that means you have a W-4 on file. And the IRS has shared with us that 88% of the country has that form filled out incorrectly. So in making that one adjustment, you're able to get, in most cases, an instant pay raise on your paycheck from your job. All right. Now, I know we got some people on the line that actually use this particular strategy to help give themselves an instant pay raise. Can I get someone to give me a volunteer on just using this one strategy of adjusting the W-4? Who's been able to use that and be able to get an instant pay raise on their job?
I can, Chuck.
Oh, what we got there? And I see you, sir.
All right, yes. Well, listen, what actually I did exactly what the expert asked me to do. They asked me to upload my last 2 pay stubs, also my last 2 tax returns. And what I did, I turned it in to the HR personnel. And once I turned it in, they kicked back to me and adjusted W-4.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm sorry. I turned the adjusted W-4 to my HR personnel. After I did what the expert told me to do, the next time I received my check, it was a $475 increase.
Wow. $475 on your paycheck from your. Now, let me ask you a quick question, just so all the guests don't get confused. Did you have to work any more hours for that $475?
Not a minute.
Did you have to sell any product for that $475?
No, sir.
Did you have to recruit anybody?
Nobody.
And it's been $475 every month since.
Yes, sir.
That's called winning, you guys. See, that's a strategy. And that's a strategy anybody can use. Let me do a quick vision check real quick. Who else on the line can admit that they would love to be able to turn in one piece of paperwork and get an instant pay raise on their job? Who would love that, right? Now, another one of the strategies that we have, because our membership, again, we minimize taxes. The second one to do is help minimize your expenses. And one of the most consistent ways to minimize your expenses is to increase your credit. Yeah, so we have a credit restoration program. That we don't do credit repair. It's credit restoration, because credit repair is like putting a Band-Aid over a broken bone. We do credit restoration where we rebuild and enhance your credit. So not only it goes up, but it stays up, all right? And I'll give you guys my Credit Max testimony because I was blessed to use the program, and I'll be totally transparent. My credit wasn't bad in the first place, right? My credit was consistently around 750, 760. But since it came with the membership anyway, I just followed the program. And all I did was upload my 3 credit reports. Then I walked away. That's all I did. About 2.5 months later, I got a notification that my credit had gone up from 760 to 805. Then it went up again to 811. Then it went to 817. Now they currently have me sitting at 823. Yeah, 823, right? So again, even if you got good credit, who would love to have great credit, right? That, because again, now your interest rates go up. Who else has a Credit Max testimony they want to share with us? Anybody online got a Credit Max testimony? What's been able to do for them?
I have one.
Okay. What's going on, Monique? I see you.
How you doing? Well, in 103 days, Credit Max boosts my credit score from a 644, and now I'm currently at 751. That's a 107-point increase. So ecstatic. And I jumped the gun and went and refied, and then it had went up again. So I was like, I should have waited. But, I got a 2.7 interest rate anyway from a 4.25, so I'll take it.
That's called winning right there. That's called winning. That's what this is about right here, right? So let's celebrate. Let's give it up for Monique for you guys. Y'all give it up. We got to give it up. That's called, don't hate because you ain't put your information in yet. Don't hate on. Right? So again, strategies that anybody can use. Monique, let me ask you a quick question. Other than uploading your information, didn't you let the experts do the work, or did you have to send letters? You have to do all that stuff?
I didn't have to do anything. They did all the work.
They did all the work. Again, that's what you call winning, you guys. Letting the experts go to work for us, right? So we talked about minimizing taxes. We talked about minimizing expenses. Now we also got to minimize and help eliminate your debt. All right. So we have a program not just to minimize your debt. Our system is designed to help you 100% eliminate your debt. Right? And I'm not just talking about credit card debt. I'm talking about credit cards, car notes, mortgages, student loans, medical bills, anything that can get paid off, you're going to load into your system. And they're going to systematically how to show you how to pay it down and pay it off in a reduced time frame. And I'm not just saying taking a 30-year mortgage down to 25 years. You can take a 30-year mortgage down to 12 years, down to 8 years based on your situation. So imagine this. Imagine if you made the exact same amount of money that you make right now, but you don't owe anybody anything. How much easier is life right then? I know somebody in their house speaking in tongues right now. Somebody at home like shabalaka. Now, who has a credit max, an equity max testimony they can share with us on how the debt elimination worked for them?
I can share for Equity Max.
Let's go, Mo. What's going on, Mo? Let's go.
So the experts were able to actually shave off 79 years of my debts, off of my debt sentence. So now I'll be debt free in May of 2029. So that's a whole lot sooner. It'll save me $113,000 in interest. And now I'm looking at a date of January 2055. So I am very excited about that.
Oh my goodness. Now you let that big number slip by. So it took you from how many years down to what? How many?
They took me from 89 years down to 9 years.
Whew.
So they took off 79 years in debt. So instead of my great grand.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now Morgan, does that include all the student loans?
Every single one of them, honey. Sallie Mae gonna be done with me.
How about the mortgage, everything? So everything gonna be done, debt free.
Yep.
See,
loans, mortgage, credit cards, everything.
This what people got to realize in this kind of economy that we live in. The new free is debt free, not owing nobody nothing. Congratulations, right? So again, you guys, that's how we're going to help minimize your expenses. A second way we're going to help minimize your expenses, because those are bills that you can pay off. There are certain bills you can never pay off, like your cell phone, right? Like your cable bill. We have a part of our program called Bill Shredder. We have professional negotiators that will negotiate your bills on your behalf. And all you have to do is load them into the system, right? And they're going to go to work. So bills like your internet bill, your cable bill, your trash bill, anything that you want to get lowered down, you put into the system and let them go to work, right? They help reduce my cable bill because I had the bundle with the cable, internet, and phone. They reduced it down $48 a month. I'll be telling honest, you guys, I've been blessed to make a whole lot of money, but I was so excited about that $48. I was like, man, I was jumping up and down, right? Now, does anybody else use the Bill Shredder and has a Bill Shredder testimony want to share with us?
Yeah, they've also saved me $20 a month on my cable bill, which is awesome.
They got $20 cable bill, right? And this thing, Morgan, when you gonna pay that bill anyway?
I sure was. I want to watch TV.
All right, we're gonna pay that bill anyway. So let the negotiators do that. And our whole objective is to bring more cash flow. That's how we're going to help you save money. We're not just going to tell you, put your money into a John, hide it under your bed. No, we're going to tell you ways of bringing that cash flow back in. Thank you so much for your testimony. Right? So that's the first part of our program, you guys. And this is the thing, to get access to all of that, to the experts going to help you bring more cash flow in, it's only $79 a month for our Financial Edge membership. I meant to say that up front because it's been sitting on the screen the whole time, but I like people to understand the value that they get, right? Because again, think about this, $79 a month. Anthony Clemens just told you that he got a $475 increase on his paycheck every month from his job. So he pays $79 a month so he can get back an increase of $475 a month. Do you think he's upset about that? Right? So our membership is designed that it pays for itself. And those are just what we're off with the membership right now. We have some other things coming down the pipeline, right? But let me do a quick vision check just to be sure we're on the same page. Who can agree that they can benefit or use at least 2 of the 4 or 5 things we just talked about with our membership right now? Who can agree they love somebody to help them get an instant pay raise on their job? How about who can agree they love for somebody to negotiate their cell phone bill or their cable bill for them, right? We can agree that we can do that. But think about this. How many of you guys know someone that can benefit from our program? Let me ask you, if you knew that you could help your best friend get an instant pay raise on their job without it costing you a dime, would you help them anyway? Give me a thumbs up if you help them out. Who can agree that if you knew you could help your friend increase their credit score, would you tell them about it anyway? Right? My question to you is it okay if MWR pays you for that? Would you take the check? Right? Would you take the money? Because again, our first part of our program is all about saving money. The second part is about making money. So everything I'm going to talk about from this point forward is going to be additional income above and beyond what you get from your job or right now. So we're about to talk about more money, right? Who like more money? And I did say more, not more, whatever. I'm country. I don't care. That don't hurt my feelings at all. I like being Southern. That don't hurt my feelings at all. Right? So MWR gives us an opportunity. The membership is only $79. If that's all you want to do is put your cash flow back into your pocket. But if you want to create some additional income, we now have a way where we are partnered with MWR as business partners, where they allow you to have your own MWR franchise, right? It's a home-based business where you get all the benefits of having a home-based business. Now, your investment for that is only $228 to get started, and it's $119 a month to maintain. Now, that $119 a month does include the Financial Edge membership. So you don't have to pay $119 for the business and $79 for the membership. The $119 is all inclusive, has everything involved. So you still get all the things that help you minimize taxes, minimize your debt, and minimize expenses. But now you have an opportunity of creating additional income. And people always ask, well, what is our business? Let me show you. This is our business. This is what we do. All we do is help educate people on how our economy works. We help educate people on how capitalism works, and we teach them how they can capitalize and not just be capitalized on. And all we do is just share this information with people. And the great thing about our success system is you don't even have to be the one sharing the information. No. As a matter of fact, look at the person that invites you to this particular call right now. Go ahead, take a look at him. What is that individual doing? And let me tell you, nothing. Can you do that, right? Can you invite people to a webinar and allow someone else to explain the business for you? That is part of our success system. Because if you can do that, not only can this grow into a large business for you, this can grow into a large income for you, all right? Because in our process, we get paid about 10 different ways in our MWR comp plan, 10. And what do? We do one thing. I want you guys to be absolutely clear on what we do. We do one thing. We help people. That's what we do. We help people either save money or we help people make money, but we help people. Let me do a quick check. Who on the line loves helping people right now? Give me a thumbs up. If you love helping people right now, you might as well be compensated for what you do. And we get, for doing one thing, we get paid 10 ways. I'll be totally transparent. My job, I do 10 things, get paid one way. Who's more familiar with that? Right? Who's more familiar with that plan? Okay. So we do one thing and get paid 10 different ways. Now, I don't have time to go through all 10, but I will show them to you, right? Because again, we have so many ways that we get paid just for introducing our concept to people, for introducing our membership of helping people save money or helping them make money. We have so many different bonuses that's available, but a great thing about a lot of our bonuses are these are one-time bonuses, and I love them because every time you personally introduce someone to our membership, if they decide to get the membership, they're going to pay you $40. If they decide to be business partners, they're gonna pay you $50. Who would love to get a $50 check in their account in the next 2 days? Because it takes 2 days to process. Who would like that, right? Okay, so some of y'all looking funny about my $50. I see how you looking. Now, don't put your thumb up now. Don't try to join in now because you're looking funny about my $50, right? But there are so many bonuses that they have in place. But the thing I love about this comp plan more than anything else is that we also get paid residual income. Yeah. And residual income is not a one-time bonus. Residual income is doing something one time and getting paid over and over and over again. It's a concept that wealthy people have been using and building for years. For example, if you write a song, every time it plays on the radio, you're going to get a royalty, right? So it's called, that's their residual income. If you write a book, it's called publication. If you do a television show, it's called syndication. Over here in MWR, we call it what you want. You want to get paid that way. You want to do something one time and get paid over and over and over again. One of the ways I love that we get paid, because a lot of times when people look at having a home-based business, they feel like it's so unobtainable to get to an income that they'll be comfortable with. And I always like to let people know, before you can have financial freedom, you first got to have a little financial relief. You gotta just have a little relief, right? So one of the ways that they incorporate in our comp plan is to ensure that people get paid every single day. It's called the daily guarantee. And what that means is the company will guarantee you'll make a certain amount of money every day based on the size of your organization. Now that dollar amount starts at $5 a day, but it can grow all the way to $1,000 per day of additional income coming in every single day. Let me ask you guys a question. If you take $5 and multiply by 30 days, that's an additional $150 per month coming in every month. Who could use it? Give me a thumbs up. Okay. Well, that's not everybody. So yeah, okay, $5 don't get you excited. Okay, how about this? The next level is $20 a day. $20 a day times 30 days, an additional $600 per month coming in every single month. Who can use an extra $600 every month coming in right now? Exactly. And we already have people earning these bonuses right now. As a matter of fact, since he's on the line, I see Mr. Clemens on the line right here, right? Now, Mr. Clemens, I know you've been working with us for a few months now, right?
Yes, sir.
Do me a favor. Why don't you let them know exactly what level are you on in your daily guarantee, since we're going to put your business all the way out there?
Well, I'm on level 2.
You on level 2. Show it to them. Every single day you get that text knowing you get paid, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, let me ask you a question. Do you get that text on Sunday?
Yes, I do get it on Sunday.
Because Sunday is a day, right? How about, do you get that text on a holiday?
I get it on a holiday as well.
Because a holiday is a day, right? Every single day. Now, again, you already have a full-time job. You already got the instant pay raise of $475 a month. Now you got an additional $600 a month coming in. How does that help someone like yourself? Being an educator. I know you're an educator. Thank you very much for your service, by the way. For being an educator, how does that help you out and give you, what does it do for you and your family?
Well, sir, well, I tell you what, it cuts a whole degree of stress, necessary stress. So whenever you approach any type of bills or anything of that nature, no problem. It comes every day. So it's a wonderful thing.
It's a wonderful thing, right? So thank you so much, man. We look forward to your continued success, brother. We know we're going to do some amazing things. So look, you guys, we're about to get out of here, right? But I want to let you guys know, having the additional income is something that is incredible, but we also have to have a system to teach you how to do it, right? Because now we have to grow the money. We showed you how to increase your cash flow. That's bringing more of your money back. We showed you how to create additional income, right? That's creating the $10, $20, $50, $100 a day of additional income. But now that you have the money, the most important part is doing the right things with it. Because this word we heard growing up, you shouldn't work for money, but you should have money working for you. Whoever heard that, give me a thumbs up. But no one ever taught us how to do it until now. Because the third part of our program is you have to put yourself in position where you're growing money. Because think about this, no matter how good you are at what you do, no matter how much money you make, there will come a point in time in life that you will not be able to earn income. But there will never be a point that you won't need income. So part of our program walks you through different ways of creating investment income. And we're not just talking about investing in the stock market. The stock market is great. Investing in your 401 is wonderful, especially if they match, right? But let's be transparent about the 401k. One, they do limit how much money you can put in. And two, it's directly attached to the stock market. So when the stock market crashed some months ago, guess what happened to everybody's 401k? It crashed as well. So we are learning different places of investing and still getting double-digit returns. Now, one of the things they're going to teach you guys about is called the private reserve account. It's an account that you can invest money into, and it does grow with the stock market because the stock market consistently goes up and down, up and down, up and down. But with our private reserve account, it grows as the market grows. When the market drops, it levels off. When the market grows, it goes up again. When the market drops, it levels off. So it puts you in position where you never lose, okay? Another great thing about a private reserve account is that your money is growing tax-free and you have access to your money before retirement age. You guys, this is a game changer. You have to learn about the private reserve account. Not only are they going to educate you about it, they're going to give you an opportunity to start and build one and showing you how to make it happen for you and your family. They're also going to educate you about land banking. And land banking is simply purchasing land in the path of growth. Because we've all experienced driving down the highway and seeing a wooded area. You come back 3 years later, this entire strip mall built in that area, or the entire subdivision built in that area. If that's happening in your community, give them a thumbs up. If you've ever seen or witnessed that happen, right? That's called land banking. So we're working with a company that has a track record of identifying land just like that. Being able to identify land where we can now invest as a unit, as a team, as a group of people, invest in that land and be able to benefit not only for the growth of the building of the site, but for the growth of the entire area. You guys, okay, so land banking is key and is part of what comes in our membership and as we build the business. And what's key about all of this is that we have a success system to teach you how to do it, right? This is something new. This is something different. So you are in business for yourself, but not by yourself. We have trainings every single week to walk you through this process of becoming financially fit. We have online training library with information and videos already in place. All you have to do is plug into the system, okay? And every time we had this conversation, you guys are always two kinds of people that appear, right? But what I have to do, because I see a gentleman on the line, you know, that's a true rock star in what we do. Not only has he been able to come in and create a business, a true business for him and his family, an additional stream of income, but he's also been able to teach a lot of people how to have that exact same success. You know, we blessed to be able to have him on the team, but to have him on the line, because he could be anywhere in the country helping and sharing this with people, but he decided to show up on my Zoom, and I can't have him be on without having me call him up just to say, Dr. Sean T. Hill, my brother, man, thank you for jumping on with me, man. I do appreciate it. But since you're on, could you just share from your perspective and walk us through the two types of people that are looking at this call right now?
Oh, absolutely. Well, my perspective is you are doing an amazing job. I was surprised that you even brought me on because I was ready to take notes on how you talk to the number twos and the number ones because I'm just still a student of the game. It's been an amazing blessing, not only to get the opportunity to learn from your example, but also to be able to follow your lead. I mean, you know, Chuck's extremely humble, so he didn't even tell you guys that in like 8 months, he built an $80,000 annual asset. He just left that out. He talked about all them ways to get paid. He didn't tell you how he had actually rescued his money and how he's been making money and how he's growing his. And so to be able to step into the game and have a blueprint was just amazing. And he laid that thing out so well that I think I was able to match my job income in less than 90 days. And you know, all of those bonuses, I think right now, Chuck, thanks to you guys, I'm getting paid 9 of them 10 ways.
Got to get them all right.
I'm working on that last one right now as we speak. But it's just been amazing because it's life-changing income. And, you know, we're not talking about a lot of money. However, we are talking about life-changing income. And you just have to identify what your number is. You know, for me, once I matched and actually exceeded what I paid in bills, it saved my life because as an educator, they were attempting to put me in a classroom that I didn't want to go into during flu season. And they were going to send me in there during COVID season.
Wow.
And so because of what we were able to make just from our first 90 days, I was able to tell the principal, you know what? It's not even you, it's me. You stay, I'll go. And we don't have to look back, and it's only growing and growing. Something I've been saying, one of our good friends used to say all the time. When I started in this business, I had 4 kids. Since I've been in this business, I got 5. 5th kid's name is Little Residual.
That is.
He keeps growing
And
and
growing.
growing and growing. But if you're number 2 and you only want to take advantage of the Financial Edge membership, do so immediately. It's a 2-minute application. It's a $79 investment. Most of it's going to populate because you've been buying stuff on your device anyway.
Mhm.
But then as soon as you start uploading stuff into the system, our financial experts are going to go to work. Congratulations. Smartest move I've made for my money ever.
Mhm.
But for those of you that always knew, you knew coming into this conversation, you were the one. You just wanted to find out what you were going to be number 1 in doing this time. Well, I mean, you couldn't have found a better space. You couldn't have partnered with a better team. Guys, we're in the number 1 industry on the planet, the money industry.
Yep.
We're in the number 1 company in that industry. MWR is poised to be the billion-dollar company in this industry. We're in the number 1 team in the company.
Right.
And you get to partner with some of the top leaders the industry's ever seen for 228 one time. I'm pretty sure you have mistakes that are more than 228 in your closet.
Right.
Since you're never gonna wear that again. Brother, you shouldn't have put that on in the first place. And then for that to include your business center and your membership, so you have the same access to the financial experts, you have the same access to those 10 streams of income that Chuck talked about. And I don't know what corporate profit sharing means as far as MWR is concerned, but every time I've seen that in the past, it was good to the people that made good with it. And so with that being said, guys, I'm gonna pass it back to Chuck because I want to write down and take notes on what words of wisdom he's gonna give you on how to take advantage of this. But if not this, then what? If not now, then when? And if not you, then who?
Then who? Wow. Wow. Thank you so much, bro, just for jumping on, man, and sharing your perspective, man. Love you to life, everything that you're doing, man. Congratulations on all your success, brother. You're setting the pace for the whole organization. I gotta keep up. I'm gonna have to keep up, with what you're doing out there,
I'm
man.
just trying to outpace you before you get your stride back, bro.
So look, you guys, it doesn't get any simpler than that. Like Mr. Hill said, if you just want to take advantage of a membership, shoot a text to the person, put you on the line, and just put in the number 2. Right? That means you want to help. You want the experts to help you increase your cash flow immediately. All right. But if you are a number 1 and not only want to increase your cash flow, but you want to increase your income, you want to bring that additional income in above and beyond what you get from your job right now, shoot them a text with the number 1. They're going to send you a link to get your business started tonight. They will also facilitate a 3-way conversation with you, me, and them to be sure that we get you on a good game plan. Like we said, you are in business for yourself, but you're not in business by yourself. All right. So you guys, on behalf of myself, all the leaders on the line, for everybody that invited some people on, to all the guests, thank you guys for jumping on. My name is Chuck Hardon. It has been a plum-pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege to share with you guys this evening. We're going to see you guys on the beaches of the world or see you at the bank, whichever one comes first. Talk to you guys soon. Peace. Up, A-Town, down.
Thank you, Chuck.
Y'all have a good one.
Thank you, Mr. Hardin.
Thank you.